ever walk into a space and instantly know something's off? Well, I can, and I lose sleep over it. Okay, it's not that damn serious, but it is annoying. So today, I'm talking to you about my designer pet peeves. From naked windows to chaotic countertops, you know, the things that make every fiber of my ass itch. I'm breaking down all the design crimes that make your home feel cheap, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to fix them so that it actually feels elevated. So grab a cup of coffee, a notebook, or maybe even a glass of wine. So by the end of this video, your space should feel like it graduates from Pinterest pretender to designer drip. Design is life. Grab a drink or a snack, come on in. It's a sofa table that is too damn tall. I can't stand when there's a sofa table that's too tall for the back of the sofa. Like, what's the point of having a taller table than the largest piece of your room? It's like having a tugboat attached to a cargo ship anchor. Just overkill and ridiculous. Ridiculous since it's not what we want, it's what we watch on MTV. Usually, the sofa and the rug are two anchoring pieces that grab attention, and then everything else is in support of that. So if you're not doing that, I don't know what you're doing. Aim for the same height or just a half an inch shorter to allow for items such as books or accessory styling. Your table is supposed to be in support of what you're doing, which ultimately is to sit there and relax and have a good time. And you can't do that if the proportions are off. So before you do anything, just watch these videos and you'll be all right. I'm just kidding. Make sure that you're paying attention to the size and scale before you purchase anything. But if you don't care about that, then purchase away. TV too high on the damn wall. Some designers will say, don't even put your TV in a bedroom, but that's not me. The TV is necessary. Don't let anybody tell you any different. My only problem is, why do people put it up so damn high? Nothing screams, I hate my neck, like a TV mounted so high, it might as well be in the damn attic. Ain't no way that's comfortable. The most comfortable and ergonomic height for a TV, whether in a living room or bedroom, is generally determined by eye level from your typical viewing position. The goal is to prevent neck strain by having your eyes naturally rest on or near the center of the screen. Here's a couple of guidelines. Living rooms. The center of your screen should be about 40 to 42 inches off the floor. When you're chilling on the couch, not standing in the kitchen trying to watch Bravo from across the room. Here's a pro tip. Sit where you usually sit and have a friend measure from your eyeballs to the floor. That's your TV center. If you need binoculars or a chiropractor after movie night, you did it wrong. Your bedrooms are a little different. Don't just slap it wherever, lay down, and then once again have that same friend measure where your eyes land, and then boom, that's your target. Size matters. At least when you're talking about TVs. If you got a massive 75-inch monster, drop it a little lower so you're not watching it like you're watching a drive-in movie. And if your furniture is taller, raise it up a little bit. Bottom line is, the TV should meet your eyes, not your roof. If you're really having trouble visualizing it, use tape to figure out what it looks like before just putting a bunch of holes in your walls. That's the mistake I made when we first bought this house. I can't tell you how many holes are in this drywall. I'm looking at 2 holes right now. Slow down. You gotta relax when you're doing things so you don't end up looking like this, or this, or this, or that. Embarrassing, hot mess, damn shame, don't do it. That's it. Front lit vanity mirrors. Don't get me wrong, I love an LED mirror for the same reasons anyone else would. It adds a sleek look with a diffused warmth to a room. But light is shining directly from the front of the mirror and appears in a central panel or strip. And I hate it because I want the light, but I don't want to break up my view of the mirror, nor do I want to see any buttons with bright blue light shining. I know it's just a functionality of the mirror, but it doesn't have to be so obvious. And it doesn't have to be so blue. Can't I just get a mirror that looks sleek and sexy, that gives me warm diffused light in the back? I just want to see myself and I want to feel the warmth of the light. Busy flooring and counters. You know what drives me absolutely insane? When a floor and a countertop are in full-on competition. It's like, calm down, you're both pretty. If your tile looks like Jackson Pollock painting and your counter looks like it's auditioning for a galaxy shot from NASA, that's not design, that's chaos with a backsplash. Recently, I've been watching a ton of Dubai home tours where everything has been screaming for attention. And unfortunately, that's a major problem that a lot of homeowners face when they're trying to elevate their spaces. Oftentimes, people think that in order to add sophistication, they have to make a grand statement with their flooring. But it comes off as being way too busy and really distracting. Sometimes people come to money and they don't know what the hell to do. There should be a focal point. and some cohesiveness that allows for the star of the show to actually shine. The only thing is, you have to decide who that star is. Now don't get me wrong, I love statement flooring, but it has to make sense. First, consider the type of architecture you have. Are you in a log cabin in the middle of Kentucky? There's nothing wrong with that, but if you're putting polished marble floors in the middle of a cabin with heavy veining, it's probably not the best choice. And as a matter of fact, look at this modern mansion in Miami with the same flooring that still looks a mess. I love marble and other types of stone, but the busier it is, the way more it takes away from the other features in your home, especially if it's put in with various directions of veining. Not to mention the size of the veins. Be careful or your floor will end up looking like a 2-year-old scribble on it. I'm telling you, you can spend a lot of money and have it look a hot mess. Your eyes need rest. Visual balance is what keeps your space looking expensive and intentional. So if your flooring has a lot of pattern or movement, let your counters breathe. Go for something a little quieter or more uniform. And on the flip side, if your counter has bold veining or strong character, let your floors play in the background. Think of it like fashion. You can wear statement pants or a statement top, but not both, unless you're purposely going for the doing too much look. The goal? Cohesion, not competition. You want flow, calm, and that designer eye movement where everything feels curated, not crowded. No curtains or curtains that don't go with the space. All right, let's talk about windows because apparently we need to. Why are y'all out here treating windows like they don't deserve clothes? Like we're just letting them stand there butt naked.
You caught me in my birthday suit! Butt naked!
And don't even get me started on those paper thin, too short curtains that look like they gave up halfway through the job. If your panels are so narrow they can't even pretend to close, that's not airy minimalism, that's I ran out of fabric and faith. Here's the thing, curtains are to a room what tailoring is to a good outfit. They add structure, height, and elegance. So hang them high and wide, like way above the window frame, almost kissing the ceiling. And always make sure that they can fully close without looking like they're holding their breath. You want full, luxurious panels that actually look intentional. Not like a shower curtain situation that you panic bought on Amazon at 2 a.m. in the morning. Make your windows feel dressed because a naked window gives college apartment. And we're going for quiet luxury, or at least I am. And I hope you are too if you're watching this video. Art above the bed. All right, hear me out, hear me out. Can we stop putting art above the bed? I hate it. Yeah, I said it. The bedroom is for relaxation and comfort. So naturally, if something's hanging over my head, I feel uncomfortable. Plus, I just don't like the way it looks. Most of the time, the art is floating awkwardly into no man's land, halfway to the ceiling, pretending it belongs. And it doesn't. I want art to stand alone in the space, and I also want the room to be free of clutter and distractions. But I just prefer the bed to be the most calm space for relaxation and rest. I don't need a 6x20 canvas threatening to fall on my face at 3 a.m. just so the wall doesn't feel empty. Here's the thing, your bed wall doesn't need decor, it needs dimension. And this is how you make it look elevated, not decorated. Instead of hanging a sad little frame up there, here's a few options, 3 to be exact. Option 1, go sculptural. Think a floor-to-ceiling upholstered headboard with wood slats or a lime wash plaster finish. Let the art itself be the wall. Option 2, create vertical drama. Install full-height drapery that wraps behind your nightstands. It softens the wall, adds luxury, and makes the bed feel grounded. And then finally, option 3, frame the bed with lighting. Pendant lights or sconces on either side instantly make the space feel designed, not improvised. Because when you truly design, you stop decorating out of fear of empty space. Carefully, spread out over time. Exposed tech. I'm sorry, it's a strong word, but I hate when I'm watching a beautiful home tour and then bam, the tech is just glaring at you unapologetically, just sticking out like a sore thumb. Don't get me wrong, I live and love technology, but I don't want to see it. I don't. And as a person with ADHD, visual overwhelm is a huge deal for me. So the cleaner, the better in terms of gadgets and stuff like that. I prefer things were concealed so that I don't get overstimulated. Plus, I just like a more sleek and more modern look. The last thing I need to do is add anything externally to the theme park that's already in my mind. If you're like me, I recommend trying to integrate your tech in your cabinetry so you still get the functionality and the beauty without the sports bar look. Unless you're actually in a sports bar. But even then, can't it just be sleek and inconspicuous? Hell, aren't the sports loud enough? Why do you need to see the speakers and the control panel lit up like a Christmas tree? Spaces are just that, a vibe. to add to the home and to the overall sophistication of the entire environment, allowing for focus on the people around you instead of the things around you. Or at least that's what they should be. Relaxation, fun and partying and getting together, not necessarily the focus of everything that you have in your space. This ain't Best Buy. It doesn't have to be on display. You can see this television, but that's just because I have not yet invested in the Samsung frame. And as soon as I do, I'm gonna have art up, at least the illusion of art, on my walls. And don't come after me because there is a cord exposed on my soundbar. I just put that soundbar up and I have yet to embed the cord into the wall. That cord right there will be embedded in the wall by the end of the day. Trust me. All right, that's it for today's episode of Design Pet Peeves. If I just called you out, don't worry, it's all love. The goal isn't perfection, it's intention. Good design isn't about having more stuff, it's about having the right stuff in the right places. And when you start seeing your home through that lens, you realize design isn't decoration, it's a lifestyle upgrade. So go to those naked windows and swap out that busy countertop, and please, for the love of quiet luxury, stop hanging random art over your bed. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me your biggest design pet peeves in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.